I am exhausted. Everything has been taken off the shelves. On the display shelves. Let's get this bookshelf. So I've just decided I'm going to completely update and get a new bookshelf. This is my current bookshelf. I have 2 little Billy bookcases and a big one, and we're gonna go get another big one because I'm running out of room. I could be really specific and like double, triple stack. I have books hidden behind the books, but I like having a nice styled bookcase, but also I want to be able to display all the books that I love. I've got a lot of special editions and I can't display nicely the books that I really love. So we're gonna go and get another bookcase. It's also very fitting because today is exactly my 1-year anniversary of making a book talk, which was my first book account ever on any social platform before I even made a booktube video here. So today on the 14th of March 2025, it is my 1-year anniversary on being on Book Talk. We've grown that community to just under 100,000 followers. We're so close to 100k on there, which is absolutely wild. Like I can't believe it. I'm so grateful for accidentally stumbling and falling into a book and reading, and now we get to hang out together twice a week and read books and yap about them. But that means that we go through a lot of books, so we need to update this. I have ideas of what I need to do, but currently we need to deal with this first because I have all my like skincare, makeup, beauty things, but I also have them in that cupboard. So I'm going to go through and clear out and organize stuff in that cupboard and condense these drawers, get rid of them so that we can make space there for a new bookshelf. And then today, later on, we'll maybe go and get that. Am I going to try and do this all in a day? Absolutely. I am a Virgo. I'm also very impatient. So when I have an idea in my head, I'm like, yeah, the ADHD says we're going to go and do it now while we have motivation. Otherwise, it's never going to get done. Like, I want to do this. We're going to do it now. Yeah. So let's organize and get rid of this shit. Yay! I'm so excited. This is my 1 year of posting book stuff present to myself. This is my anniversary present, a new bookshelf. Cammy just helped me move these drawers out and all my stuff is now in the cupboards. I have this entire bag here for my family to go through of just beauty products that they might want, and then I had an entire bag to go in the bin. So I'm gonna head to Ikea now and get the shelves, and then we'll have to take, well, I'll build it. We'll take absolutely everything off and like move the books around. So that's what we're doing now. So in the car now, I need to get petrol, but I don't think I need to do that today. I think I'll just need to do that this week, or maybe I'll just fill up with petrol. I don't know, we'll see. I need to go to Ikea now, and I need to go fast because otherwise I'm gonna get stuck in like rush hour traffic coming home because it is almost 3 p.m. now. I need to make a little detour stop to drop off a parcel, and then Bestie Bailey, she sent me a little PayPal payment, and she said, 1 year doing what brings you joy, so proud of you, get yourself an iced coffee or a sweet treat on me, I love you. I literally have the best friends. Like every time I think about my friends and how much they are there for me and supportive, and we literally talk every single day, me and the book girlies, but I literally want to cry when I think about how much I love them. That was so nice, so we're gonna do that. I brought my reusable cup. I don't know if I'm feeling like a coffee or a matcha, but we're gonna get something and it's gonna be on Bailey, so thank you, Bailey. In our little group of friends, we celebrate every single little win or achievement or milestone, even if we think it's silly or like it's tiny little, and I just love that. I love girlhood, I love my girlfriends, I adore them. So I'm gonna, even though I know exactly where I'm going and how to drive there, I'm still gonna put it in my map just for confirmation. For timings mainly, I like to know how long it's gonna take me to get there. We're gonna listen to a very specific hot girl vibe playlist. That's what we're in the mood for. So I got a matcha. Thank you, Bailey. I also got an almond croissant, but I think I'm gonna save that until I get home because I just need to like drive, get to the destination. So I'm going to just head there now. Let's get this bookshelf. Okay, so I'm at Ikea and I'm just gonna use the loading bay, but I need to put the car seats down. I've gotten one of these bookcases before and it literally just fits by like millimeters. So I need to like get out the car and like put everything down. So we're gonna do that. That is The Ikea picked up, it was actually so much easier to do than last time because I just parked in a normal car park and then I had to try and like drive it around. I picked up one, as you saw, but then I realized there was a bunch of holes in the boxes. I don't know if someone was trying to get a grip on it or if the thing was damaged itself. So then I was like, nah, I'm gonna get another one, but they're far out, they're heavy. So Cam's gonna have to come down and help me like pull it up. So that's gonna be a hassle and a half, because there's one thing about me and Cam, and it's basically that I will never ever move furniture with him. I will not move house with him without paying for people to come and help us move the furniture. Like if Cam and I try to move furniture together, it will most likely end up in me crying at some point, just because I get very frustrated. Okay, so I am back now and we are gonna set this up. We're gonna build it. Well, actually first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off all the books and move everything out of the way, and then I think I'm gonna build this, stand it up, and then take the screws out of these and the wall and move it down. I need to move all of my degrees. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I need to find another home for them. And then we will like figure out the placement. Now this room is on a slant, so this bookcase here does have things shoved under it to try and like even it out. I feel like that's gonna happen again. I'm gonna have to like play around, and I can't wait for this to happen. This is such a long task. I'm at that point where like the ADHD this morning was like, yeah, we can do this, let's go. And then everything took longer than it should be, and now I'm like, oh, but there's absolutely no way I'm not building this tomorrow. But the sun will set. Like by the time I'm decorating the bookshelves, it will be pitch black outside. I still got my matcha that Bessie Bailey got me, so I'm gonna finish that. Probably put on some YouTube videos, catch up with them. Oh my god, I'm actually so excited to decorate it. And then tomorrow we'll do like a little book tour. I'll show you all the books that I have on my shelf. Oh, this is so exciting. This is actually so exciting. I'm so excited. But yeah, now I've got the task of pulling everything down, moving all the books to the side, building the new bookcase. I've built so many of these that it shouldn't take me too long. Like I think I'm pretty good at them. I need to get the toolbox out, move the TBR cart, and then we can decorate. Yay, this is so exciting. I also decided that I'm going to buy more hay crates, just because I've chucked everything in there, but I'm not happy with the organization of it yet. But we're only like halfway through the month, and I will be doing my end of month reset, my goodbye March, hello April, video. We'll update the book journal. I really need to sort out my wardrobe because like the season has changed, the weather has already changed, so I need to clear it out. I haven't done that since January. So we're gonna do like a spring reset end of month vlog, and I think I'll order some hay crates tonight if I can online, because they just all stack and it's easy to be able to put like all my hair stuff in one, my everyday skincare in one, my backup products, extras, and organize it so that if I need something I can just pull the little crate out. I'm rambling, but I need to order them so they come, and then we can reset in like a later vlog and sort that another time. But there's so many things I want to do. The winter scaries are slowly going away, hopefully. And I'm starting to feel a bit more motivated. The sun is out. I have a matcha in my hand. I've been making book content for 1 year. I've bought myself a new bookcase. We're gonna decorate it. This is so exciting. Yay. Okay, let's start by taking all the books off. I'm also gonna move the chair out of the way. Oh, these are heavy. So all of the books and everything has been taken off the shelves. I'm just gonna get up there and take out the screws. That's Bailey, just ignore her because I can't reach to turn off that notification. But I'm gonna take out the screws, I'm gonna wipe down the shelves, and then we're gonna build this one. I'm running out of room where I can put my tripod and stuff, so I'm just gonna have to like make it in this space and make do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and move the shelves first into like the placement, because that's probably gonna be the easiest way to do it, is take everything down, have them clean, and then when I build this I can just pop up against the wall and then I can screw them all back in place together. That's what we're doing, but you can already see the sun is setting. Goodbye sun. So long. I also have dehumidifiers and I put them on my bookshelf. I've had them in my house before, but I don't want to like damage or ruin my book. So if anybody knows if this does actually help and work, these are disposable. So if there's like a better way to help protect the books on your bookcase, then let me know in the comments below. So the shelves are screwed into the wall, secured. I do have some cardboard and stuff down on the floor, so if you look at the floor you can see the bits of cardboard underneath. I might have to get Cami to help me make it look like push it in a little bit so it's a bit more hidden. But right now, I really don't care at all. I am exhausted. This has taken me 2.5 hours to build the shelves and secure them to the wall and like take all the books off. So like since I got home, it has been 2 hours. That's why it's now dark outside. I've cleaned the shelves, given them a wipe down, and what I'm gonna do now is put, gosh, I feel like they're already dusty again, but I'm working with so much space, guys. I don't know if you can see how big these are. It makes the room and the wall feel huge. I can't stop looking at it. Wow, okay. I can still get into my cupboard and I can have both lights on either side still, which is wonderful. Like it fits better than I thought. I thought it would take up more room. So I'm very glad we've done this. But my goodness, I'm a little bit terrified. My battery is also about to die. So I'm gonna change my battery, put the camera on charge a bit. Next step, we're gonna just start putting the books on the shelves, but I get to actually display. So now I can do face out for my books. I think I'm gonna have these two as like displays of my favorites. They're slightly like not fully flush, obviously because of the slight slope in this room, which is, you know, annoying. So they're kind of slightly stepped a little bit, the shelves, but that's like just if you're gonna be really picky, and honestly, I really don't care. I think the middle two little billies are gonna be display shelves for my favorite books, the prettiest, my special editions, my favorites, fairy loots, etc. And then I don't know how I want to organize it, if I want to have like a contemporary and romance, and then like fantasy or like dark romance, or if I do like I had before, shelf by shelf, so have like all romance at the top and contemporary, have a shelf for dark romance. I think we might do it that way, row by row rather than shelf by shelf. So I'm just gonna start putting books in positions and places and see how they look and the vibe, and then we will move things around, and then we will add in all my fake candles, the fake candles that give everyone a heart attack on TikTok. They're just like LED fake lights. You hear that? They're battery operated. I'll be able to display them, but oh my goodness, this is gonna look so good. I also am gonna take a shower at some point and have a break and finish it all, and then we'll be able to look at it properly tomorrow and see how it looks, but golly me, that was tiring. Now for the fun part. Okay, so here's what we're working with right now. I think I'm going to keep it pretty similar to what I had before, where I'll have my like YA fantasy series on this side and more like YA books. So I might put my YA romance contemporary up the top, but it will be mixed. I would love to be able to alphabetize by like author and genre, but I'm just gonna go on vibes, honestly. I definitely want to face these out. Definitely want to face those out. I want a dark romance shelf. I think the second from the bottom is going to be my hardcovers, so it'll have all my like Fairy Loot special editions, and you can't see on camera, but down here I just have other things too. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do, but I can pretty much style everything in the middle and make it look like pretty, but I don't want to like put all my best books on one and then my least favorites on the other. I want it to look nice. I want it to be functional, makes sense to me because I'm the one, you know, using it and reading it, but I also do want to have it organized of some sort and look good overall together. So this, I think I'm just going to start putting books in places and then just moving things around while we do that. Yeah, let's do that. 4 hours later and we finally have the bookshelves. A big difference. I mean, we have an entire new thing, but we have so much more space to work with, so I've strategically kind of spaced everything out and like styled it rather than just having all the books on it, because then we're filling in the gaps and there is so much room. I think we have like an entire row and a bit of space that I can like fit many more books to come. So hopefully this is it for now until I have no more room. I cannot get another bookshelf. Some people asked if I could get the extenders on top, and I did measure it out and check, and I think it's just like my ceiling's too short, so I don't think I'll be able to get extenders in this apartment, but in the future when I move, that's what I will be doing but I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'll show you guys what it looks like tomorrow and give you like a bookshelf tour and talk you through my, you know, some of the books I've got in. I did take a couple books off my TBR cart just for like spacing, but also they're like lower maintenance reads or interconnected series books that I'm gonna get around to anyways, so my TBR is a bit more organized. I also did go through my physical TBR and some of my books as well, and picked a couple more to maybe unhaul. I want every single book that I have on my shelf to be books that I absolutely love or special editions and mean a lot to me, but getting a couple of special edition collections, like I'm getting the Fairy Loot versions of the Chestnut Spring series, and I'm also getting, I think, the Powerless special editions. I pre-ordered both of them last year. I'll have like special edition book sets that I will be able to sort of feature in here, but for now this is what I've done. I have also ordered more lights, LED light, Candlegate, but I've ordered more of these white ones because I think I prefer the look of them actually to the glass ones. So I'll be able to add some more fake candles on it, but it's just, I love having the fake candles when I'm sat in here reading. It just makes it more atmospheric and just looks nicer. It's ambience as well. I just love how it looks when it lights up parts of my bookcase with my books. So yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm knackered. I need to eat, I need to shower, I need to read, I need to sleep. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow and we can run through all the books. Good morning everyone, it is the next day. Cooper and I are going to show you our bookcase, or our bookshelves. I don't know what you call it. But first, can we take a minute to appreciate this really adorable cup with this huge iced coffee I have in it? My best friend Becca gave it to me when she asked me to be one of her bridesmaids. It's from Anthropology, but it's got little pink bows on it. How cute. My fingers are covering it, you can't really see. But I guess now the final step and part of this video is I'm going to give you an updated book tour and bookshelf tour and just talk you through the books I have and where I put them, because we now have this super large space. I feel like you can't tell on camera how big it is. Like on camera it doesn't look as big as it actually is, but in person it's huge, guys. Like it's such a big change. I have like played around and moved some things, but I think that will come with time. I'll obviously adjust and move things as time goes along, but for now this is what we're working with. So here you can kind of see what we're working with. The wall, the size of it, it's actually huge. It's obnoxiously large. I'm obsessed with it. Ideally when I move in the future, that will be when I buy a house, but I want a corner bookcase. You know when they like wrap around in the corner and go around? That's what I want. I didn't really think it through though when I was first buying the bookcases. These are the Billy bookcases, obviously from Ikea. They come in different sizes, so I've just got two of the little ones and then two of the bigger size ones. Kind of wish I got them in the oak color to begin with. I really like that light wood oak color, but because I already had 3 of them in white, we're just gonna have the white ones in this apartment, and then if down the line I want to change the color or paint them, then we can, but this is what we're working with now. I think it does the job. Starting at the very top, we sort of have all my contemporary books, so contemporary fiction, my rom-com, cowboy romances, sports romances, YA romances, anything that isn't fantasy, sci-fi, dark romance is on the top. And it's pretty much the same layout that I had with my last bookcase. We've just like spread it out a little bit more. So I have my Magnolia Parks copies here. I actually saw these cover versions in America and they weren't as nice as the ones we get in the UK. Like the UK ones are much nicer. I just love the colors on them and the way that they look, and they are all tabbed and annotated, so they're well loved copies and covers, but have those. Then we have my Hannah Grace books. So we have Icebreaker, Wildfire, Daydream. We have all my Ali Hazelwood books. I have read all of them except for Check and Mate. Some books on my shelf I haven't read yet. If I'm in the middle of a book series, I'll probably just put the whole series on my shelf for, you know, spacing to keep it together. So there'll be 1 or 2 books that you'll see on my bookshelf that I haven't actually read yet. They're more like palette cleanser reads. Like I know that they're there, so when I feel like I can go and pick it up and read it. So we have my Ali Hazelwoods, then my Abby Jimenez, and then I have my little hot dog jelly cat here that Mariana got me for our jelly cat exchange when we were in New York. Then we have the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver here. I just love the covers and the colors and the design of them. I think they're really beautiful, so I wanted to have them face out so you can see them, but also this is a current interconnected standalone series that I'm working my way through because I've just finished the Windy City series, so that this is what I'm working through. And then to the right of it, we obviously have more Elsie Silver, so we have the Chestnut Spring series and the Rose Hill series. I just love the little mountain that it's making, and I'm going to read this one too. I also have a little Sunny Angel up there. It's the only one that I have. My sister gave it to me for Christmas. I said last night I had the Fairy Loot editions of the Chestnut Spring series coming, and I do, but I'm not getting them for a couple months I think, because I got the second edition of them that went. The first one sold out too quickly, but I got the second round, so they're getting shipped at a later date. But I want them to be here and faced out because they are beautiful. Both like the illustrations and the naked hardcovers, if you haven't seen them, gorgeous. I'm so excited for them. So they will be like proudly displayed here. Also, editing Emmy, jumping in here for a minute just to say that speaking of Fairy Loot, I now have a Fairy Loot discount code. So if you want to buy any special editions that are on pre-order in their shop, basically anything that's not a subscription box, you can use code Emmy10 and that should give you 10% off on Fairy Loot internationally. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything for it. They just gave me a discount code that I can share with you guys to save money, and it's also a code that I can use so when I get my special editions I can save a little money too. Back to the video. I have the Rebel Blue Ranch books here and I have them face out as well. I'm waiting for book 4 to come out, but I don't like the spines of these, so when they're on the side like that, I just don't think it's as nice as the cover. The cover art is really beautiful. I love the style of it. So they're just there for now because we have extra room to take up space. We need to kind of fill it. Below it, I then have my Emily Henry books just because I wanted to display my Great Big Beautiful Life arc. I think this is so pretty. So I just added the other books there, and then we have a little Emily Henry shelf, and that's kind of it for contemporary on the display shelves. And then here we have my taller contemporary paperbacks. I don't really know where to put, so we've got Summer in the City by Alex Astor, but then also Binding 13. Bailey is going to ship me the Barnes exclusive edition of Keeping 13 when that comes out in June, and I will be getting the American covers to complete the set because Bestie Larry gave me this in our book exchange video. Then I've got Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, my Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, Lucy Score, Lynn Painter. We've got The Favourites by Lane Fargo, The 3 Lives of Kate Kay. And that's it for like contemporary books because I have my reading chair here. It's kind of difficult to put the camera in front of those shelves, so we might just have to leave it at this for now. But obviously here I have my SJM books. I do have the paperback for the third Crescent City book coming, so that's what this place is here for. But we've just got like this little decorative fake plant in the way for now. I have my City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards books here. I love the covers of them and how they have the coloured spines. I think book 4 is going to be purple. That's coming out this year, so that will be really fun. It's my current favourite book series at the moment, so I thought it'd be really fun to just display it. Then here we have my taller paperbacks for my fantasy books. So I am getting the new cover editions of the Zodiac Academy series because it's just a little bit more affordable to buy a book throughout the year every other month as it comes out than try and buy the entire original indie paperback series because they are expensive books. So I won't have the original indie covers for them, but I'm honestly not too fussed. I kind of do like the metallic ones better, but they are tall. So then my other indie fantasy books that are also tall are up here that I love. I then have my Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole, and then my Melissa K. Rurick books because she is one of my favorite authors ever. So we've got the Lady of Darkness series. Only books 1, 2, and 3 are currently published in the UK as it's being trad published. So when the last 2 books get published this year, I already have pre-orders for them. They'll be coming and I'll be able to read them. I'm very excited to be able to complete that series. But then we have the Legacy series, which is one of my favorites. So I've got the first 3 books. The 4th and final one is coming out later this year as well, so that will be a completed series soon. And then here I have Midnight Whispers editions of the Legacy series for books 1 and 2. I unboxed these in my last vlog, I think. Bestie Tammy actually sent me a link to the Vinted. Someone was selling these on Vinted. She sent me a link. She was like, "You like this series, don't you?" And I went and bought it straight away. Sorry, Tammy, if you wanted to buy them. I got there first. But this is the reversible dust jackets, and I think they are gorgeous. Like, this is beautiful. These are the heaviest books though I have ever felt in my entire life. Like, they have weight to them. It has like really beautiful character art, but it's also signed. And I do think I prefer the cover for book 1 because of the gold foiling on it, but oh, they are beautiful. They are a brick though. Like, that could actually do some damage if you got hit in the head with that book. That is heavy. Someone told me that they typically, Midnight Whispers, do releases in 2s. So because book 4 isn't out yet, I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to keep an eye on when books 3 and 4 go on sale and then have like the full set. But they are absolutely beautiful. I've never even heard of Midnight Midnight Whispers until Tammy sent me the link to someone selling them on Vinted. So I might have to check out their special editions because they're absolutely beautiful. We then have dark romance here. So I have my Mindfuck series, the Devil's Night series, the Legacy of God series, which is my favorite, and that is also why it is facing out. The last book in the series is being traditionally published very soon, in the near future, this year. So missing a book for that, but again, they've been picked up for Tribe Publishing, so that's why. I also have my indie cover here from Larry, Bestie Larry, that she sent me. And then we got Quicksilver, because I have the 2 different cover editions of it, and then also the Shadow Daddy candle that I got when I met Callie Hart and got a copy of the finished book, my indie book. On this side we have probably 2 of the prettiest Fairy Loot books that I have ever had or seen in my life. I've not read The Rose Bargain, but I really want to, but the cover is just so pretty. And I've read and loved Heavenly Bodies, and we know I'm obsessed with that book. I'm obsessed with the Fairy Loot edition, so I wanted it face out. And then underneath those 2 shelves I have my Fairy Loot editions, or most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. And then coming over here on this side, I tried to keep it YA fantasy. So I have the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber, Once Upon a Broken Heart, Powerless by Lauren Roberts, Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I have The Crimson Moth, Heartless Hunter, Duology. I have my arc for the second book. I don't have a finished copy of the second book. I then have the whole Shatter Me series here, and then the Shatter Me special edition. I just got this from Waterstones. This Woven Kingdom books 1, 2, 3. Book 4 is coming out in hardcover, so I might hold off until there is a paperback cover and just read it on Kindle down the line. Like, I don't want to have to buy a different format or version. I'm more than happy to wait a year or so for paperback releases and keep my book collection on the smaller side. So I don't know when this will be expanding, but I also have my Ember Quartet by Sabaa Tahir, one of my favorite YA fantasy series. I have my Lightlark books, so I've got the collector's edition of Lightlark, and the box is also pretty. This is more just for taking up space, but I love the covers of Lightlark and Nightbane and Skyshade. Like the design, the colors, the finish, I think they're some of my favorite book covers, so I like having them face out. We've got the Legendborn as well series, books 1 and 2, because again, book 3 has come out in hardcover, so I'll probably have to read that on Kindle and wait for paperback. And then Lore by Alexandra Bracken, which I have signed by her when I met her. This level is kind of like really tall paperbacks or hardcovers. So I have arcs here of Blood of Hercules and When the Moon Hatched, Fear the Flames. I've got Throne of the Fallen, Throne of Secrets, my Bonded by Thorns, Beasts of the Briar books, Six Scorched Roses. Oh, these are actually backwards. We've got the Rag Picker King and also Swordcatcher, but I had them in the wrong way. Underneath, I just have other paperbacks that I couldn't fit on the shelves elsewhere. That's literally it. So we have my Heir of Broken Fate, Heir of Broken Kingdom, my Mads Rafferty books, Vicious by V.E. Schwab, Red Rising, the Mistborn trilogy, and then Avalon Tower and Tribute of Fire. I love all those books. Every single book that I have on my bookshelf is a book that I would love and recommend. I don't keep books that I read and didn't like. I think I'm quite good at knowing if I'm going to like a book or not, and if it will be my kind of thing. So if I don't end up loving a book, I just unhaul it. At the very bottom here, I have Empyrean series, so Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm, and then I have my preteen books that I was obsessed with that are my Roman Empire, so they are the Twilight Saga and the Hunger Games. I have my Spark of the Everflame taller paperbacks, the indie versions in the corner, and then these are all JLA books. So I have Fall of Ruin, the Blood and Ash series, the Flesh and Fire series, and then special editions of the Flesh and Fire series that I actually won in an Instagram giveaway, which is so exciting. They're all hand signed by her as well. And then the bottom is my adult romantasy books and darker romantasy. So we got Half a Soul, Assistant to the Villain, Apprentice to the Villain. We've got the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy, and then Kingdom of Lies, the Shepherd King duology. We've got Bride of the Shadow King trilogy. I've got Phantasma, and then my ARC copy of Enchantra. And then I have the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. And then I have my TBR cart here. So I got this vase for Christmas, and when Blank Street in Edinburgh had a launch night, they gave us these crochet flowers, so I've popped them in there. Absolutely adorable. I have these hand painted candles. They're from Sonder. Beautiful. I use them for decor. I won't light them because the hand painted candles, they're more for decoration. And then I'm currently burning one of these candles, which this is genius. I want to get one for my bedroom, I think, but it's a beautiful pastel pink candle jar. But the candle inside, once you've finished burning it, you can take it out and the pot is refillable. So you can buy the candle refills from Sonder in any scents that you want. So I can burn this and buy this in the same scent again, or I can go and buy a completely different scent and I still get to keep the jar. I think that's just genius. I feel like so many candle jars just end up going to waste. I have obviously my iced coffee sat here. I should have probably put it on a coaster, a plant that my mum gave me, and then just a little YouTube tin that they sent me with some chocolates in it. The TBR cart is also from Ikea. I will try and link the exact everything that I have down below, and then I have the books on my TBR cart. And these are all the books I have on my TBR currently. And that is my bookshelf and all the books that I have and how I've styled them. I did get 5 new candles, as I said, that I popped on the shelf today. They'll probably move around. But that is all for this video. It has been long enough. It has been very tiring. My body and my arms are actually exhausted from carrying everything, building everything, but not even 24 hours later, and we have an entire new bookshelf here, and I'm obsessed with that. I can't wait to sit in my reading room now that we've got my new reading chair, read, relax. That's how I'm going to spend the rest of my day, is I'm going to be sat on the couch here reading, just staring at my books. There's something so satisfying about sitting and reading in front of your bookshelf. Oh, it just makes me so happy. I just love to stare at it. So this was a little unexpected video. Did not plan to do it. Very spontaneous from me, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I personally love sitting and watching people build bookshelves and reorganize their bookshelves. So I hope you do too. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, comment below a dragon emoji, a little green dragon, like my little green dragon here, who I still haven't named. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.